right, everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day. We are going to make a little corned beef soup. I have onions, garlic, carrots, potatoes, cabbage, chicken stock, a brined brisket, thyme, bay leaf, and parsley. All right, let's cook. I have cut up 1 large onion, 3 organic carrots here that have been washed and not peeled, and 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna give it a little smash and a rough chop. We are just going to cut relatively thin and just be consistent with your cuts. So now we go over to the stove. Pan is on medium heat. Add some olive oil to the pan, and we are going to start sweating our vegetables. Onions. You can hear the sizzle, that's what you want. 2-finger pinch of salt. Pull out the moisture and the flavor of the onion. Carrots. Garlic. Always add your garlic last. You don't want it to burn. As they're sweating, we are going to add thyme, tied off so we can easily pull it off. 2 bay leaf. Chicken stock. Brined brisket. Comes with pickling spices typically when you buy it. We're gonna have some really good flavor in here. I'm not gonna put it in. You have to cook this for about an hour a pound. This is a 4-pound brisket flat. We're gonna let this simmer with the lid on for 2 hours. At the halfway point, we're gonna add our cabbage and potatoes. All right, guys, so this has been cooking for the 2 hours. Doesn't look like a lot of liquid in here. Don't worry, that cabbage is gonna release a lot of moisture. 2.5, 3 pounds of Idaho potatoes here. My cabbage, I'm gonna split in half, remove the core, quarters, slice. We pop open our lid, dump in our cabbage and potatoes, lid back on, back up to a simmer, 2 more hours. All right, guys, this has been going for 4 hours. Woo! The brisket is cooked all the way through now. Now, I like to cook this whole. A lot of people cut it up. It's not as juicy to me. It's just not as delicious. So I cook it whole, and then I can decide how I want to cut it afterward. So we have this liquid, and you can see the potatoes have broken down, the cabbage is broken down, the carrots are cooked all the way through. Add that flat leaf parsley now right at the end. Stir that up in there. Corned beef, just super tender. So I'm gonna put 2 nice slices in there. This beautiful broth. I used chicken stocks to keep it a little bit on the lighter side because it gets that beautiful beefy flavor as it cooks. And you have this soup, stew, hearty situation here. So comforting. In Cleveland, the St. Patrick's Day Parade is a huge thing. It happens every year. It's always freezing cold. To go to the parade and then come home and feed your friends this, you got some happy people.